Okay, we are on the PCT, otherwise known as the Pacific Crest Trail, and we are between Wrangell Gap and Grouse Gap. Headed to Wrangell Gap. And there's my lovely wife Samarra.
Fearless leader.
Fearless leader, otherwise known as. And it is what, Saturday?
Yep.
September 1st? No. 31st of August. On a beautiful Saturday with fall approaching. And guess what? We have this section of the trail, from the trailhead at least to here, totally to ourselves. There is no one out here. You can see the trail that we have walked. We walked that trail, and we are walking this trail, and we are going to continue and walk that trail. How awesome. Wow, and we have it to ourselves. It's just an hour and a half from downtown Ashland, maybe?
Yeah.
Not that far. Folks, you can see Medford from over here. Or Wagner Butte is...
That's right there, that peak that has the little bump on it.
The peak that has the little bump on it. I'm just shining it into that gap there. I can't see too well through this thing.
You're probably looking right at the tree.
No, I'm looking right in there.
Oh, it's right behind... No, it's over there. It's behind the tree.
Oh, it's behind the tree.
Yeah.
Let's go around the tree.
That's Wagner Butte.
Ah, that's Wagner Butte right there.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyways, folks, get out of your bubbles, man. We're the only people up here. It's gorgeous. Alright, signing off. I think it might be a flying squirrel. What's up there, little guy? Might be a flying squirrel. Or maybe just a Douglas squirrel. Oh, what a cutie. Hey, squirrel. You're sniffing us air, I can tell. You gonna come around and peek around this side?
Oh, yeah, he's up above. He's head down now.
Above? Where?
Right underneath the branch.
Oh, yes. Right there.
Hey, cutie.
I love the way these guys have that little white or light colored circle around the around their eye. I don't know if you can see that here.
Yeah, it's hard with all this setup. Hey, guy.
You were squeaking a warning to your pals. Woo! Pretty cool. I think it's a Douglas squirrel, that's my guess. We startled the hell out of a chipmunk on this tree. He freaked out. I think he took off. Do you think he went up?
Yeah, he was headed up.
This tree or that tree?
The first one. I think he's expert at evading.
I think he has moved on.
Well, they have for a good probably 80 years.
Yep, they're just swinging in the breeze. On we go. Hear that wind? It's moving these big trees. We're getting closer to our destination, which is, what's our destination, honey? The peak of Red Mountain? I think that's where we're going. Something like that. Okay, dead center over that rise is Mt.Ashland. And there's the, would that be the Bear Creek Valley down there, the brown?
Yeah, that's
Bear Creek Valley heading towards Medford. And we're still in the woods heading for our peak. We do have some amazing lichen here. This is bright orange lichen. And some great, look at this rock here. I'm walking right underneath, way the hell up there. That is a crag right there. We don't want there to be an earthquake at this particular juncture. All right. Onward. Wow, look at this boulder field here. This little squeaking that we hear, we think is a little alarm notes from either golden-mantled ground squirrels or possibly chipmunks. Although it's a little lower pitch than the chipmunk, it's just very, almost supersonic kind of sound. Here's our path, and then this is above us.
Look at the forces of the curving.
Oh yeah, you can totally, let's see if I can zero in on that. See those curves? Forces of nature pushing against those rocks, and then the sun is going to kind of wipe out everything here a bit. There's that.
I love paths like this.
Yeah, me too. Look, so this boulder field comes down to this path, and that continues down there. Sure would like to see one of those little squirrels that's making that sound, but I just don't see them.
Look at all these ferns that are surviving in this dry area. They used to associate them with wetlands.
Oh yeah, this is like maybe this is like a desert fern, if there's such a thing.
And it's so lush and green.
Yeah.
Compared to everything else around here that's...
Yeah, that is amazing. Look at that one.
It's
Yeah.
moist.
Huh.
I wonder whether all of this has grown since the recent rain or something. I doubt it. That's a lot of growing. Look at those. Look at all that pollen. I know that's not your favorite thing.
No, it's not. Leave it right where it is. Lone bonsai tree way at the top. Alright. Onward. There's a real pretty little hawk on the other side of this little ridge here.
Come back.
It's in the field right now, but I can't see it. Did it suddenly land in a tree? Do you still see it?
No.
Oh no, it's down.
I think it probably did, because I saw it against that scree field on the other side.
Yeah, it just disappeared. Must have hit a
No,
tree.
it's coming. It's just circling around the edge of that.
Really? Wow, I can't spot it. Oh, there it is.
You see that?
I see the shadow over there. Yeah, it's right over there somewhere.
It's headed away.
Headed away. Oh well. I wanted to get one of these little hawks and to get a little video of one coming up close to us. By the time it was close to us a second ago. By the time I get the camera out, it is gone. Who's this little guy?
He's got the white around his eye too.
Is it another Douglas squirrel? Can you see that little head? Oh yeah, he does have the white around the eye. Maybe it's a golden-mantled ground squirrel. Maybe that's what we... No, that couldn't have been what we saw before.
No.
He didn't have the stripes, and he didn't have the...
Oh, it's a chipmunk. See his tail?
Yes.
He's a big one, though. He's not like the little teeny ones that were doing the alert.
Well, you know, the golden-mantled do have the stripes on the back. They just have the gold head.
This is a beautiful tree, isn't it? Look at that big one.
Yes, that is a beautiful tree. Of course, there really aren't too many ugly trees out here. They're all pretty beautiful. And this right here, my friends, is the definition of the word gnarly. That is a gnarly freaking tree right there. There's some gnarly trees up there. And a whole gnarl freaking forest over here. This is central casting gnarly here. Cool. Here's our pathway. You want to? Oh, Samarra wants to show me something.
It's cool. You can see the path that we came along there. It's been.
Oh yeah.
And then there's Pilot Rock out there.
There's the path. And Pilot Rock is that little rock with a dimple on it, right dead center. And Mt.Ashland is right there at the top, right in dead center again. I don't know if you can see the little white observation or radio signal ball up there, but there's Mt.Ashland. Alright, we have reached our destination. for now. Well, I'm going to want to go too much further. This is our lunch spot. That's Medford over there, down in there. And this is our lunch spot, more or less. We're going to hang here, have some lunch, and then head back on the trail, Pacific Crest Trail, heading back to where we came. Very cool. Alright, sounds good. We're going to sit in the shade of one of these seriously gnarly trees. Okay, that's where we're headed. The shade of that sucker right there. Signing out for now. Yep. We're being stalked by a squirrel. They sense that we have a little bit of food. I think it's a golden-mantled ground squirrel, that's my guess. He's quite bold, actually, considering that this is not a super touristy bird. Where did he go? Mighty windy up here. This is as high as we're going to go. There's Mount Shasta across the way. Our first other campers, or hikers I should say, that we've seen so far. This is our amazing vista here. Yeah, there's Medford there, right there. I don't even know where Ashland is from here. But yeah, this is a nice place. And we are still between Grouse Gap and Wrangell Gap, is that right?
We're almost at Wrangell.
All right. It's all downhill from here.
Water.
Samarra likes it when she gets me up to these places.
I do. It nourishes the soul.
It does, you know. Just to hang out in a beautiful place and see nature slightly less trammeled than the rest of the places in the world. Oh yeah? A lot of grasshoppers up here. You just hear them jumping around and twittering. There's no grass, but there are hoppers. Oh, there are some grass. Alright, down we go.